Alrighty, today is August 20th, time for another Buoy 10 update. I am currently in the truck getting ready to go get some more fuel. Today was interesting because I basically was in the wrong place at the wrong time all day. And I didn't realize that until after I got back to the dock and started talking to everybody. So it sounds like there was actually a pretty decent snap down low for most of the incoming tide, whether it's Oregon side or Washington side, it really didn't seem to matter. And I basically ran the same program that I have been running the last 2 days, where we go down low, we fish below checkerboard. When the tide flips, you pick either Oregon or Washington side. With the south wind, we've all been on the Oregon side. And then you just follow the water temperature, follow those groups of fish back all the way up to the Oregon Bridge, and then at high slack, we get a pretty good chew. None of that really happened today. And today was a bigger tide, so we just assumed that it was going to work even better today because there were going to be more fish that flushed up. And it just never materialized whatsoever. Got down there to checker. We got a coho, let it go, missed one or two others, missed one other, and then slid over to the Oregon side red can line, killed a king over on the red can line right as the tide was starting to end. Perfect, cool. Let's sit here and hold and wait for the fish to flush up. That south wind started blowing pretty hard, so we came up to Hammond to get out of it and sat there for a little bit. Just nothing. Like, there were 100 plus boats there, and we'd see a net here, net there, just nothing really happened. I was getting pretty impatient. In my active target, I saw like absolutely nothing going on. There was very few fish coming by. Like, all day today, I probably saw about 10% of the fish that I did yesterday or the day before in my active target. It was minuscule how many fish were going through, and that was pretty frustrating. And it turns out it's because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time all day today. So we, while we were there at Hammond, right before I jumped up river, I saw two fish get landed, and both of them were on spinfish. It's like, cool. All right. And both of them were that really bright chartreuse, just really bright colors. No problem. So I tied up a couple spinfish, put those out there, and we had a bite on the cowgirl, which is the red one with the chartreuse fire tiger and chartreuse butt. And we lost that king at the side of the boat. We had a few other goes, killed another king, lost a few, let another one go. I don't know. So it was good action, but we ended up with two kings and letting a few go and missing a few, losing quite a few. But I was like, well, everyone I was talking to kind of did the same, and we're all just kind of plucking away at them, one here, one there, just randomly. It was no really good chew. It was just sporadic bites, just got lucky. And that's just how today went. And then it came back to the dock, and I'm hearing guys talk about doubles, triples, quads, and fish on everywhere. And I was not anywhere near any of that at all today, period. So, wow, man, that's frustrating to hear. And it sounded like it happened all at the end of the day, or not end of the day. It was pretty good. It was better later in the day, later on in the tide, but the fish just seemed to hang down low. Even in that red tide water, even in the cooler water, they all just stayed, even on a really big tide swing, they all just hung down low and never really moved from about Buoy 10, A Jetty, up to, probably the Fort on the Washington side and Hammond on the Oregon side. They just all stayed in that area throughout the entire incoming tide. They never flushed up. Even though I was following water temp, which could be my problem because this cooler weather, cooler water, rain, it's kind of messing with our temps. So I could be off by a couple degrees and be a couple miles away from the big biomass of fish. I don't know. Like I said, though, we did get bit on spinfish. It was absolutely darker clouds again today, and that UV Pro-Troll with the Bronco was on fire today for us. It had majority of our bites. And I think tomorrow, it sounds like the spinfish are getting bit a lot better for guys that are staying down low. So I think I'm going to tie up a couple more of those and stay down low tomorrow. The south wind finally chilled out this afternoon, and it's not ripping out there anymore. So I think I'm going to hope that the south wind stays down again tomorrow, and we can actually fish the Washington side more effectively, because it came up again around 10 o'clock and everybody just bailed. But probably around 1 o'clock or so, it actually chilled out a little bit and people started to spread out a bit more. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here tomorrow. That was I thought it was just a slow day. Nope. Nope, not at all. I just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And there were a lot of good fishermen who are around me. I'm like, well, I'm definitely not missing anything. So that just is what today is. And then you come back, talk to folks, like, whoa, that was an epic fail. Yeesh. Sorry, boys. Captain screwed up today. Oh, man. The good news is I got the same crew in a week and a half when the tides are really good. And that should be a good makeup trip for them. Wow. So what to expect here going into the rest of the week? We have falling tides the rest of the week into the weekend, and we're supposed to keep getting rain all the way through like Sunday or Monday at this point. I'm over this south wind. I'm over this crappy weather. Be nice to just get back to our nice and calm, beautiful in the morning. Gets a little warm. First tide change of the morning happens. The water starts moving. The northwest wind comes in, and you're just dodging northwest wind wherever you can, but it's manageable because you're trolling into it for the rest of the day. We haven't seen that in a long time. It's been weird weather all season, and I'm done with it. I'm ready for it to go back to the normal pattern that we're used to down here. But we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be different. Gonna be different. But falling tides throughout the weekend, and then into next week with some growing tides. The dam counts at Bonneville have been really good, which is great to see. There are a lot of folks who are concerned that this might be the bulk of the run. We won't know that until this next week and into the following weekend, where we get those holdover tides and the growing tides. At that point, we'll see what a good shot of Chinook we have or don't have. So the Chinook come in on these falling tides, so we're going to be seeing a lot more Chinook, a lot more fish, period, show up over the next 5-6 days. They hold around the bridge and up near Tug Point, and then they flush up. Now, part of the reason why, this is my assumption, part of the reason why we're seeing a lot of fish go over Bonneville Dam right now is because it was a perfect storm. We had holdover tides, and then we had rain that came, and that makes the fish move fast, and the water cooled down, and then we had growing tides to push them up there. So all those things hit perfect timing to push a really good shot of fish upriver, and that's why we're seeing good numbers over Bonneville Dam, and why the catch rate is good upriver too. Guys are already getting them up above Bonneville Dam really well. So that should spread the fishermen out because the fish are spread out. But we're going to see how many Chinook we are going to actually have this season on this next set of tides. So stay tuned. I'll be sure to let you guys know. I'm going to go help out a buddy who has a flat tire and get some more stuff done, run a couple errands, and get some food. I'm hungry. Haven't eaten yet today. Oh, wait, no, I had a little bit of sandwich. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate that. Okay, time to get back to work. Got to go finish up with the boat, get some fuel, help out a friend with his tire, and just run errands. Typical guide stuff. Run around, go crazy, get back to work. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.